Yeah, what up, Fight World? Check it. Uh-huh. We up in this. What's poppin'? We working. Salute. Eagle Army, I see y'all. Hey, hey, hey. We about to do a little media. What's up? The boy is back. Woo! Yeah. I don't know how long this is gonna be because I gotta get to the airport, but I'm already packed. I told you your boy's back organized, back to my planning OCD shit. So I'm already packed. I'm just really gonna slip my shoes on, catch this Uber to the airport so I could rap to y'all for a little bit. Man, another successful trip. I want to thank y'all, the channel members, subscribers, loyal subscribers, shooters. We did it, baby. Happy holidays to everybody too. I didn't even get on the mic. I just uploaded some content yesterday, and I went to bed, man. I'm back on my planning shit, and it's East Coast time. This whole time change got me fucked up. I was hella tired. I left the fight at 1:11, or left the Barclays. Oh, that's some good ass tea. Now that's some good ass tea. Listen, smash the like button, people. We not doing enough. We got too many people in here to be. Listen, stop. First of all, let's jump right into it. Y'all are leaving comments. Shout out to PBC. Shout out to the Charlo brothers. They're giving us something to talk about. It was a good event. Shout out to the Barclays Center. Fox. It felt like any other PBC fight that I've been to. So that was good. That's a good thing because, you don't want it to feel super different and like trying to do weird shit. The only thing I will say about PBC on Fox that I noticed from as a media member that seemed different is the difference is everything was like quick because they're on a dedicated time slot. So it's like the weigh-in, if they're like, oh, fighters come out, they face off, weigh-in, boom, that's it. You know what I'm saying? But like when I went to Canelo, Triple G, or whatever fight, Mayweather, McGregor, it all felt more like theatrical, It seemed more theatrical. It didn't just end in like 1 second type shit. But, other than that, that's the only real difference I noticed, the promptness. Everything was quick. Listen, now let's jump into it. Shout out to the Charlos. They were good fights. It was a good fight card. I'm happy about that. Listen, I'm gonna break down some of my thoughts on the performance, but a lot of y'all are doing too much. You guys, we do this every time with a lot of casuals. Like, you guys are prisoners of the moment, You look at one fight, encapsulate it, and just think, oh yeah, there's no way Canelo or Triple G does this and this and this. Bro, everyone has tough fights, Styles make fights. Canelo, he's really skilled, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have to be on your A game for him. Triple G, he don't really, Korobov, I believe, is a southpaw. Korobov was like, he was very shout out to the PBC too, and everybody involved. They had me dummy close. I sat next to Fight Hub, and we were like in the fourth row, so I had a good view of the. I was right there, front and center, pretty much in the middle, so I had a good view of all the action and all that in the fourth row. You know, I'd be like Spike at the Knicks games. But Korobov was crafty. You know what I'm saying? Korobov was, listen, you guys could listen to me. You could listen to whoever you want. You could just listen to the voice in your head, whatever the fuck you want to do. I'm giving you my thoughts. People keep running around with the same thing. Oh yeah, Korobov took the fight in 10 days notice. Yeah, he accepted this fight on 10 days notice, but he was already scheduled to fight on the fucking fight card. That changes things exponentially. That's the difference between I was already training for a fight on this exact date for around this weight class versus you was watching Married with Children at home with Al Bundy, you know, and your family, and you get a call saying, hey, we need you to fight Charlo. Two different things, but people keep recycling and regurgitating the same things. It was a tough fight. Matt Korobov was tough. People keep talking about him inactive. He's, put it this way, throughout his career, he's been more active than he's been inactive. He had 300 plus Emmys, 300 plus amateur fights. He has experience, southpaw. He was sneaky in there, you know, and he showed, even though he got stopped by Andy Lee, he showed he could take a punch, because that 12th round, it looked like he was about to go out of there. You know, it almost reminded me of Wilder Fury, to be honest, where you got a guy who's out boxing, who's crafty and stuff, and he gets hurt super bad in the 12th round, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of the main event reminded me of Wilder Fury a bit. It was close. Real talk, I got to watch it again. Both of the fights. I got to watch it again. You know, I'm hearing all types of stuff, and, you know, I can't hear the telecast, which is great. And see, some of y'all need to watch fights without listening to commentary, because y'all was screaming Wilder Fury was a robbery and all this shit, because this is the message that they're telling you on TV and stuff. You got to learn to interpret boxing for yourself. So I didn't have the telecast to lean on. I don't know what they were saying. I just got an overview of what people were saying. Make sure you smash the like button. Jermell and Tony Harrison was a close competitive fight. Like I thought it was competitive. You know, I thought it was in the area of 7-5, 8-4. I would have gave it to Mel, you know, but Tony Harrison picked it up, so, you know, I got to watch some of them early rounds. But I would have, the fact that Mel is the champion and he was coming to fight, he wasn't like getting hurt. If anything, it looked like Harrison got hurt, you know what I'm saying? So his face was clear at the end, you know, it didn't look like he was in dire straits where would take his belt, you know? But Tony Harrison was outboxing and boxing well. Like, one thing that I noticed is Tony Harrison was his jab. I told you, these motherfuckers from the Midwest can scrap. The Midwest got some of the best boxers ever created. Ray Robinsons and, you know, Floyd Mayweather, James Toney. Midwest can scrap. You know, he from Detroit. Shout out to the Motor City. Shout out to Kronk Gym and all that. You know, so, you know, I don't know what it is, but like I said, I'll watch some of the early rounds again, but it was a tug of war. Mel was the aggressor. He was a stalker. He was landing he was landing the harder shots, the power shots, but then he was also getting hit back with the jab and stuff and having to take a step back and then come forward again. And then, like, you know, change levels and try to throw him off. It was, you know, it was a good scrap. But Harrison, he almost fought like he was the champion in the sense of, I don't know if them earlier knockouts with Willie Nelson and Jared Hurd haunted him. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if those earlier knockout, like, because he was doing well. See, this is how I know who knows boxing. Some of y'all didn't even watch these fights, and just because it's a Charlo, or you like him or don't like him, you watch this. But Harrison looked good in the Willie Nelson fight he was winning, and also in the Jared Hurd fight. You got to understand that. He's a good boxer. Midwest, shout out to the Midwest. You know, he was doing his thing. But I don't know if he had a chip on his shoulder, because he wasn't, like those fights, he was like, it was like full confidence. It was like he knew the danger of Jamel, so he was, you know, he just kept on his toes and boxing, jab, you know, and made it more of a puzzle for Jamel. So, you know, a little bit championship like, as opposed to like, the reason I say that he fought like he was a champion is because you're on somebody else's card, they're getting the noise, it's their headlining, it's a new deal. You gotta sometimes step on the gas, so to speak, because you don't know how the judge. It's like it was like almost a shock that they announced it for Harrison. Like even if you thought he was outboxing Jamel, because oftentimes in boxing they don't necessarily favor that against the star. You know what I'm saying? So I think a rematch would be good. Yeah, I mean, Mel did his thing. His fight reminded me of the John Jackson fight. You know, somebody's boxing well. And he has to, but obviously he didn't knock out Tony Harrison like he did John Jackson. Mel was, you know, getting outboxed in the John Jackson fight. You know, so they were both good competitive fights, you know, and, you know, people are, once again, I told you, after every major fight, it's controversy. After every fight, every big fight, it's controversy. You know, unless someone gets slapped. And then Tyson Fury gets slapped and then somehow gets back up with the, you know, the counting, and then it's still controversy. You know, it's just crazy. But I thought it was a good fight, yo. Both of them. Listen, you sound like a man fan. What's his name? Victor, or whatever his name is? He said the Charlo sisters get slept by Canelo. Bruh, Canelo is his own fighter. Canelo has to deal with his own style matched with them. I'm not saying he can't win. I'm not saying, you know, if they make the fight, I'll do a fight prediction probably. But again, you guys are prisoners of the fucking moment. When Erickson Lubin getting knocked out at the Barclays in one round, Charles Hadley getting brutally knocked out, you know, everybody's like, oh man, Mel, you know, and then he's in a competitive fight where it's arguable if he lost, you know, some people are even saying robbery, and then now all of a sudden, oh, overrated, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I know it's because of new media. And here's why. New media, when we see a fighter with the performance, there are certain fighters that get a crazy buzz and a crazy hype from the networks, from the promoters. So when their performance is not up to par, like let's say Lomachenko, he just didn't look sensational versus Pedraza. He really didn't, you know, barring the 11th round, right? And when people talk about it, it's like almost a retaliation. That's how they take it, you know? They take it like a retaliation. You just a PB. All right. Jose Ramirez, you out of here. Look at the names, the profile pictures of the people doing the most hating. The names, faces, and profile. Jose Ramirez, blocked. I don't have time for games. I told you I got to catch a flight. Y'all catch feelings, I catch flights. So, I mean, it is what it is. It was a good fight. Korobov fight, he was tough. He was like real sneaky. I got to really watch that one again because his straight left was on point, you know? And it makes you wonder now, like, because before I'm like, okay, Jamal versus Canelo and Triple G, you know, they're not going to want to fight him, but he even admits post-fight. He says, they think I'm vulnerable now, like, you know, so good. And I agree with that. It's actually a benefit. Now let's see who fights him. If you think shit's sweet, fight him. It's that simple. What does robbing Charlo benefit anyone, if anything? What does that mean? See, y'all do all these like UFOs and aliens and conspiracy theories. Sometimes judges get it wrong. I don't know. What do you mean? What does it benefit them? I don't get the question. You get mad because they telling you the truth. You're an emotional bitch like Jamal. Yeah, my shooters had to clap that. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm getting mad and I'm not raising my voice. I'm just reading comments, but okay. Yeah, man, smash a like button. There's always the big fights to bring the weirdos out and the casuals who watch boxing like twice a year. Rob my man Charlo. Yeah. Tony Harrison did have a good jab though. He was beating Mel to the punch with that. But, was it enough to jab and kind of like pot shotting and moving and, on your toes? Was he taking enough offensive stands where you would have been like, oh, he just beat the champion and the scoring was real fucking weird to me, to be honest. Here's why. In Mel's fight, it was like close and competitive, and somehow they had a unanimous decision. Like everybody just had a unanimous decision, and they had it all for the other guy. But I couldn't pick. Like even if you had, I can understand maybe like out of the three judges, like a portion of them had it for Harrison and a portion had it for Charlo, if anything. But how the hell they all unanimously decide that? You get what I'm saying? And then I think it was in the Mal Korobov. That fight was really tight and really close. Korobov was doing some good work in there, and I think they had it wide for him. Dude said, "Fuck ego, I'm unsubscribing. I'm going to whatever that is." No one gives a fuck where you go to. What? Man, shooters, you have my permission. If somebody says that they're unsubscribing as opposed to just doing it, see, I like manly shit. If you're gonna be a man, you gotta be a man. You can't just have a man's name. You gotta be a man. If you're gonna unsubscribe, do it. There ain't nothing to talk about. Hey man, just so you know, I'm leaving. I'll never come back. I'm going to this channel. Stop it. But I think one of the judges gave Korobov 1 round or something crazy. And I like, even if you had it for Jamal, I don't think that indicated what we've seen. Ego, I hear your point, but it cannot come as a surprise that there's a lot of hate after last night. The Charlos are always chirping and mad at the world. They don't help their case with their antics. But you're totally wrong, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Here's why. Because this is boxing. It's never been predicated based on if you're a good person. We talking about what we've seen in the ring. So you prove my point that I say all the time. People are too emotional. What is somebody's personal life and how they act? Like that can make you, okay, say someone, like, here's a quick story. My friend used to be a diehard Ricky Henderson fan. We lived in the Bay, growing up or whatever. And he met Ricky Henderson at Home Depot. And he was like, oh, Ricky Henderson, right? And he ran up to him. This is like, he's a huge baseball fan as a kid, little boy. And he asked for Ricky Henderson's autograph. The man was sliding, stealing all these bases and stuff. And Ricky Henderson was like, grunted at him, like, ugh, and took the paper and just like signed it and threw it. And he was just like real rude about it. That's what the kid was telling me, or my friend was telling me. He was just real rude. And he said he started looking at him different after that. But guess what? Ricky Henderson can steal some bases. What the fuck does his personality have to do with his MLB career? His MLB career, he was a G. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could get it if you don't like that is like an actor. There's a lot of actors you might not agree with their political views, but if they did a good movie, they did a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if maybe it's the pressure. Doubleheader, right by the holidays to close the year. Because I did look, what I noticed was like Jamel, it seemed like he was just anxious for the knockout. You know, kind of like the Trout fight, but he just seemed kind of anxious, like real gung ho, like, you know, kind of like Wilder versus Fury. It's like you could tell this is what he was trying to do because he was throwing some smoke. But the thing is, Harrison, a bit slippery, can box. Like I said, these dudes from the Midwest, and he was headhunting. And I think he should have went to the body. I mean, he spars with Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is a phenomenal body puncher. So, you know, I'm sure he has in his arsenal. But to me, and his jab, they have real good jabs. And I actually asked Charlo about this, and he was like, everyone knows about our jabs. But I think the jab could have been just double and triple. He's moving too much. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you stop him, in my opinion. The jab, body shots, you know, had you done some body work, then it was set up the headshots later, I feel. That would have paid dividends. So I think Charlo should have just chopped it, because he looked like the harder puncher. Charlo, the thing I like about Charlo, their punches look sharp as shit. They just look mean, bad intention and shit. But I think he was headhunting a little bit. But yeah, tough fights. This is just what it is. Make sure y'all smash the like button. We working, people. They're both tough fights, good fights. Through it all, I feel bad for Swift Jared Hurd now, because that fucked up his bag. Because, you know, Jermell, a lot of people feel he got robbed and it didn't go his way. So now he has a rematch clause. So, I mean, he's not going to want, who wants to see a non-unification Hurd Charlo? You know what I'm saying? So he's going to have to get his belt back, which extends it. Now it's like, who does Jared Hurd fight? You know, maybe Lotta again, Julian J. Rock Williams or something. You know, but that unification is going to have to be put on the back seat. And that sucks. As far as Jamal, that is good. It's actually good that he was in a tough fight. You know, if people doubt him, let's see. Here's the thing. If people think shit's sweet, then they should fight him. Period. I mean, if you feel you could pick it, oh shit, I got his number now. I seen what Korobov was. So if you could do it, then do it. So let's see Triple G fight it. He got ordered to fight him by the WBC. So let's see it. It's pretty simple, you know. But these fans would have. I seen all the little dumb comments, kittens only, and you know they were exposed. Okay, if that's what you feel, then push for these other major fights because they're still elite. You know, they're still amongst the best in their divisions, in their respective divisions. So let's see it. I felt they. Shout out to Octavia 72, $5 super chat. I felt they both were trying too hard for the KO. See? They put too much pressure on themselves instead of relaxing and letting it flow naturally. Once again, I feel you. And this is exactly what I said with the Wilder situation. You as biased as the commentators, then don't watch my shit. It's pretty simple. You guys overcomplicate this. Don't watch me. Don't watch my shit. Get the fuck out the video then. It's that simple. Yeah, instead of just letting it flow. And like I said, big event. And then, I don't know. I don't know if he'll admit it or, you know, maybe it's not a reality for him. But it seemed like he was maybe a little bit bothered that his brother just lost. You know? I mean, I don't know how you can I don't know if you can compartmentalize something that just happened like that, and then, you know, that doesn't influence you. I mean, you're getting bad news right before a fight. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, you have to have like a super separate way of internalizing that. Like, if you're about to do a bodybuilding competition, and they're like, oh, somebody just stole your car and broke all the windows out and blah, blah, blah. And then you're up next, and then you got to go on stage and do your pose. I mean, some people might be able to do it, you know, but it's going to be hard not to. I'm not making excuses. I mean, the fight was what it was. Sura 47M, $5 super chat, Shmoney Gang. Charlo versus Harrison will co-main event Wilder versus Fury. Always good stuff. Ego. Hashtag Ego's Army. I like that idea. That's actually a really good idea. I like that. And it sounds like budget-wise, probably more reasonable than making Hurd and Charlo. Because why would you Hurd versus Charlo? Why would you put that? That's his own main event. Charlo fan voice losing it. Who's really losing? It sounds like you losing it. You can't even spell boys. Anyway, man, it's a bunch of like really weird. Harrison finesse Charlo. He boxed well for sure. He definitely boxed well. Don't make brothers fight up, but they fought on the same card before. I was at the fight when they fought. Edislandi Lara fought Vanas Mataros in 2, and then Mel fought John Jackson and Austin Trout versus Jamal. So they already fought. They just weren't the main event. There's some good fights though. Harrison had a good jab, real good jab, and he stuck with it. I like that. King Flacco, that's what I'm saying. There's no use to try to even reason with them. He made a great point. People would rather see Golovkin fight Vanas than Jamal. Shaking my head. That's what I'm saying. They rather say this kittens only and shit. They like the way they're looking at it. They're looking at it as, oh yes, it wasn't his greatest performance. So now Canelo and Triple G don't have to fight him. That's how they're looking at it. So it's like a victory to them. But I think on the contrary. My thoughts are this. If you think you could pick something out from what you've seen, then you be the Korobov. You put yourself in Korobov's shoes. He did very well for himself. So now you do that. You get in there with Jamal, and like I said, and I'm done talking about this fight because, like I said, I don't have time for the games. I gotta catch this flight, and I see all the fanatical man fan comments, so we'll let them do whatever. I'm talking regular, reasonable boxing talk, but people don't even take into consideration like the realities of it. You know, Jamal Charlo was supposed to fight Willie Monroe Jr. That's a totally different style. Now, I understand in the amateurs, this happens. You don't necessarily know who you're going to fight next. But this is not the amateurs. This is pro rankings. And because of a failed drug test, you know, Willie Monroe was out of the picture. Because Willie Monroe, Korobov looked like he had some, you know, solid power. Definitely had solid power. You know, his record shows you that. I don't know if Jamal would have respected Willie Monroe's power. So the slickness stuff, he might have got walked down because Korobov had good power and was pretty slick and crafty and, you know, southpaw also, but he had more power coming back. And Jamal Charlo still had him, you know, doing the funny dance in the 12th round. So this wasn't even the real opponent that he was supposed to fight. This was you know, it would do this to anyone. Put Lomachenko, Canelo, or Golovkin, or whoever the fuck you think in there with the late switch of opponent, you know, that's better. And I told you guys this. See, that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all don't know shit about boxing. I told you, literally go back, study the tapes. I told you Korobov is a better, more competitive fight. I said, I'm glad it's changing to this. You know, no disrespect to Willie Monroe, but it's more of a competitive fight. Boom. What happened? We'll get other people, BoxRec fans, they just looked at, oh, he hasn't fought in a year and a half and 2 years, and they didn't, you know. I've watched Korobov, so I already knew, you know. He was beating Andy Lee. Andy Lee just has this luck of the Irish, the magically delicious slide, you know, the luck of the Irish home run hooks that he be landing on people. Stop crying, Ego, your boys are trash, that's the truth. Block Andrew Land. Damn, I didn't even have to tell my shooters. See what I'm talking about? Stop crying. Does it look like I'm fucking crying? Does it look like I was left off bad and bougie? It's like they try to get a rise out of me so bad. Like, What? I'm about to catch a flight home. I'm in first class damn near. What the fuck? My life is cool. These motherfuckers talking about crying. I'm gravy. This is just another notch under the belt. I have fun out here in New York. Drinking this tea. That's what I'm saying. These dudes be so emotional. So that's my thoughts on Charlo. Good fights. I'll probably have to watch them back just to see if I see anything. The live experience could be different. Ego funny as fuck. Man, I'm just being real. These dudes talking about stop crying. Motherfucker, I mean, about to be in Comfort Plus, Delta flight, big ass chair. Like, what are you talking about? I'm just telling you what it is. You know, these dudes be all over the place. I asked Jamal a question about the jab, and then he responded how he responded. And they're like, yeah, Jamal checked you. And then now you're saying, oh, you're protecting Jamal. Like, you guys don't know what the fuck y'all want to do. But, you know, good fight. Shout out to Fox. Wilder was there. Hey, Wilder was getting love. I'll post the video when I get it. What time is it anyway? Well, I'll post the video, but he was getting love in the crowd, you know? That was good. See, I told you, Eddie Hearn. Let's talk about the heavyweights real quick, because I probably got to go after this. It's 11. Hey, LaGuardia Airport, or whatever this shit's called, how bad is it? Block Jesus Cicero. How bad is LaGuardia Airport? Kane, exactly. That's why I said that. Kane, code words. Barclays was damn near empty. They did almost 10,000. So how's that completely empty? See, bro, this is what I'm saying. Y'all talk about whatever y'all talk about. I was there. You wasn't there. He said it was empty, but the attendance was like 9,000 change. You know, it was almost 10,000 before the holidays, but it was empty. Yeah, LaGuardia is trash. Man, I don't give a fuck. Why is everyone saying it's horrible? What the fuck? I normally go to JFK. This is my first time and y'all scaring me. Is it like I gotta leave now? Y'all gotta let me know. Say something. How bad is LaGuardia? Nah, I'm close to it. I'm only like 18 minutes out. What are y'all talking about traffic for? JFK is further, so how is it? If I went to JFK, that's even more traffic. I'm in Brooklyn. Y'all not making sense right now. Hold on, I'm in Brooklyn. JFK is farther from Brooklyn, which is why I even chose LaGuardia. So y'all talking about traffic. I'm gonna have to, no matter if I went to JFK or LaGuardia, it's still traffic. Man, y'all don't know shit. I ain't even from New York, and I know that much. Like, what? Hey, traffic is crazy out here. Even in Brooklyn, especially in Brooklyn. Like, this shit is crazy. Like, do Brooklynites want to die? Like, I don't know. I'm not from here. So I don't know if they want, because they just be walking in front of cars. Like, they don't even care. They be walking across lanes of traffic like Bigfoot and shit. Just, like, do Brooklynites want to die? Like, they don't care about life? No, for real. I'm just, like, do they have, like, suicide bombs, like, vests? Like, the pedestrians just don't care. Every Uber I've been in almost hit somebody. Put it that way. I've been in, like, a ton of Ubers since I've been here, and we almost killed people. It's like Grand Theft Auto fucking 5 out this motherfucker. This is some real life San Andreas shit. I really feel like New York be wild. I'll be looking for Trevor and shit. GTA, Grand Theft Auto characters and shit. Where Trevor at, motherfucker? Nah, they really just be walking in front of cars. Yeah, motherfucker. Like, do y'all want insurance money? Like, I'm not sure. Like, they be walking on all slow so they get hit. Ah, shit. We gonna get this. I'm about to get this. I'm about to get this insurance money. Dead ass. Dead ass B. I'm about to get this fucking insurance money. Dead ass. Like, they motherfuckers, I know Brooklyn, you know, I know Biggie from here, but y'all took his album too serious. Ready to Die? That's y'all. I see why y'all like that album. Y'all really is ready to die out here. Shout out to Biggie. You know, like I said, I know Biggie from Brooklyn, but y'all really ready to die. Like, you just be walking across lanes of traffic like it ain't shit. Yeah, I had a bad day anyway. Hit me, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. Hit me, motherfucker. You know, Charlo lost. Hit me, motherfucker. Like, what the fuck? Hey, shout out to BK. Y'all ready to die like Biggie? That's real. It's like Pop say. More money, more problems. Hey, here's a little ego fun fact. I was talking to Keith Thurman. We were doing like a round table. They had a press conference. You'll see all that on the channel. And then I had my AirPods in. And because during the press conference, I was just filming. So, you know, that's my shit. That's easy. So I was just filming and, you know, zooming in and stuff. And I was watching on Showtime on my phone. I had it on my knee, you know, on my thigh or whatever. And I'm just watching it with the AirPods, listening to the Dillian White and Chisora. But then after the press conference ended, check this out, this is fucked up. After the press conference, I put my phone in my jacket and I still had my AirPods in, right? And then we went to talk to Keith Thurman and I just turned the volume down so I could hear what Thurman was saying. And then I went to ask Thurman a question, and I was like, yeah, so you say you're number one at heavyweight division. Because the motherfucker in my AirPod had just said heavyweight because it was Derek Chisora, Dillian White. And Keith Thurman, ponytail ass, he was like, oh, I'm a heavyweight now? Shit, I'm about to get paid. I'm like, oh, shit, I done fucked up. Because I had the AirPod. Like, I was on that White Chisora with the AirPod. They said something about heavyweight. So when I talked, so now I look like fucking Casual Master 2000. I'm like, yeah, so you say you're the number one heavyweight, right? And then Keith Thurman caught it and called me out on it. Y'all see when the video come out. I was like, fuck. I don't like making mistakes. But I really called this man, Keith Thurman, a heavyweight, fucking around with that Dillian White fight. So I didn't get to see all of it because I was literally at the Keith Thurman press conference. I just kind of know the outcome and glancing down, you know, I heard Dillian White. It sounded like it was back and forth from what I seen and what I was hearing. Yeah. Y'all motherfuckers trying to multitask and have me calling Keith Thurman a heavyweight. I look like I don't know shit about boxing. He's like, I'm a heavyweight? I was like, oh shit. Now, Oakland be like that. They be like, people walking across at night with all black. Like, who the fuck is this Batman Spawn ass motherfucker just walking across? Like, you're not gonna wear reflective colors. You just, like, in Oakland don't be having no street lights and shit. So it just be black everything. Like Michael Blackson, black skin, black outfit. You're like, damn, the fucking Black Panther just walking across 4 lanes of traffic. That's what's up. I hate your black skin. I hate you black bastard. It's stick. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pants. I hate black pepper. I hate my gums because they black. I hate Whoopi Goldberg's lips. I hate black keys on the piano. And most of all, I hate that black ass Wesley Snipes. What movie is that from? I hate your black pants. I hate your black skin. I hate black pepper. That's how y'all be on it. Y'all racist boxing fans be. Y'all motherfuckers be racist as fuck. Yeah, Charlos, fuck you guys. N-word, fuck you, monkey. Like, that's how they be. Little black channel. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pepper. I hate black pepper. I hate my gun. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. I ain't scared. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pen. I hate black pepper. Hate black keys on the piano. That's how the racists be doing because one of the Charlos lost and shit. I hate your black skin. I hate your black pen. I hate black pepper. I hate black keys on the piano. I hate my gums because they black. Charlo clearly lost. Calm down. I'm not arguing with a motherfucker named Daddy Milk. That is a horrific name for any. You're definitely not an alpha male. Like, don't. I hope you never, for your sake, get locked up in the penitentiary. In any of them, like Rikers, anywhere, San Quentin. Like, just don't. Like, yeah, what's your name? They call me motherfucking J-Bo. What's your name? Daddy Milk. Oh my gosh. This motherfucker, you gonna be washing somebody's drawers up in that penitentiary. If your name is Daddy Milk, it's over for you. It is over. Yeah, they call me Daddy Milk. I'm the milkman. I got what you need. Who the fuck is Daddy Milk, bruh? What the fuck? Can I live? Nah, we can't. We ain't rolling like that. In 2019, all these usernames, y'all gotta rethink them. You know what I mean? My shit cool, Boxingego. They was like, I'm in the fight. They're like, Boxingego. Shit, my shit sound cool. I can't just be at the fights, motherfucker. Daddy Milk. Daddy Milk. That don't sound right, bruh. There was people like, oh, Boxingego. And I look like, what's up? Motherfucker, my name Daddy Milk and shit. I'm walking through the crowd. Daddy Milk. What the fuck? You cannot have nobody yell no Daddy Milk. Get the fuck up out of here, bro. The fuck is a Daddy Milk? This motherfucker breastfeeding shit. I hate half of the boxing fans for real. I'm sorry, hate me if you want, but these boxing fans be trash, bro. This motherfucker breastfeeding in public. Motherfucker got Ovaltine coming out of his teats. I'm like, get out of here, bro. The fuck is some Daddy Milk, bro? This man pee Nest quick. The fuck is you talking about? How you just pee Nest quick? Strawberry and shit. What the fuck? Daddy Milk, bro. Whatever. I tell you, be breastfeeding at the. Yeah, I'd like you to meet Junior. He's 19 months old. Like, what is you ill? Are you breastfeeding? Where's your girl at? I'm a surrogate father. I learned how to do this myself. Yeah, shut your Similac ass up. What the fuck? These comments, stop. Fuck Daddy Milk. On the count of three, say fuck the Daddy Milk. On the count of listen, on the count of three, just say fuck Daddy Milk. And then we done. We gonna rid ourselves of this horrible name. 1, 2, 3. Fuck the Daddy Milk. I need to see that in the comment section. We just gonna ride on y'all for the rest of the year and 2019. Yeah. They said milkshake. My milkshake bring out of my city. Yeah, it's better than yours. Fuck the Daddy Milk. That's what I'm talking about. Ego's Army. Ride out. That's what I'm saying. We just gonna do that, man. Do the white channels have these weird trolls? Man, I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, heavyweight. I heard Anthony Joshua get booed. New media. Hey, new media. This the new drip, bruh. New media. Smash the like button because we working. New media. He said Like Anthony Joshua, he need a PR person, ASAPolist. He talked about at the first of all, why didn't he get in the ring? That was awkward. Like it was a tag team match. Just get in the ring. He's at the turnbuckle, chilling right there, like it's tag team wrestling. That was weird. Then he's like he's like just get all the way in the ring. You know that looked weird that he's right there and you're right there. And then he was like, "Oh, I might fight you," but he was trying so hard to convey the message that Wilder's the first priority, and it has to be Wilder, and if it's not, and then he like the damage control is heavy. He said something to the effect of like, "Okay, if I fight him, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear I don't want to hear y'all motherfuckers complain." He said something like that, like, all right, if I fight Dillian White in a rematch, like, stop letting the fans vote. This is not Price is Right or something. You know what I'm saying? They're like, how much for this? And you listen to the fans, they're like, 75 cents, 275. And you like try to listen to the crowd. That's exactly what they be doing on Price is Right, trying to get the crowd all in it. Like, how much for this vacuum? $350. The motherfucker, the contestant, $200. $130. Looking all crazy. Stop asking the crowd. You said you want Wilder, but did you ask the crowd? Bro, what? Then they booed Eddie Hearn, like always, and then they booed when he said Dillian White. Dillian White just got him a knockout. Y'all boo it. Hey, UK, I fucks with you. Y'all crazy. Wilder said he's fighting Fury. He said, why would I leave this why would I leave this chapter closed? Listen, this is all Joshua. It's all Joshua's team. You try to string some shit out and string someone along, and then now it's backfiring because you wanted to fight him when you wanted to fight him. You wanted to collect this 80,000 Wembley with Povetkin, and then maybe fight him later. And then people aren't going on. People's career have to keep going on. You know, they're not going off of your watch. They're not. Oh, okay. You know, you don't hold all the cards like they thought. So either way, no matter what, it's Joshua's fault. Here's why. Because for the simple fact, Tyson Fury was never considered an option for 1 or 2 before Joshua was. Joshua was the number 1 target. He was also the guy in the driver's seat that could make fair offers to pull the trigger to get this done. He didn't do that. He chose Povetkin and to sit out the rest of the year. So Wilder found an alternate, a substitute, did good business with him, had a great fight, had a good turnout. The second will be better. It's that simple. So you can't get mad at the rematch. The rematch, if it wasn't a draw, there wouldn't be a rematch most likely. Or at least not an immediate rematch. But you allowed for that fight to happen in the beginning. That's why it's always Joshua's fault. It's always going to be Joshua's fault because nobody was even looking at Tyson Fury. People thought he was doing tune-ups and, you know, trying to lose weight. And a message to the weightlifter, I'll fight you at 25 stone. You know, nobody even knew what the fuck was up with him. Nobody even, including Eddie Hearn and Joshua. That's why they were caught with their pants down and caught by surprise because they didn't think Wilder could have any type of option that resonated with the public, you know? And then they came out with this Tyson Fury shit. And then, oh, shit. So, you know, to me, it's really Joshua's fault because we wouldn't be talking about Wilder Fury had he done it. We would be talking about, if anything, Joshua Wilder 2, not Tyson Fury Wilder. It's that simple. It's like if a girl is interested in you, right? And then you front her off and she gets knocked up by the next person. Can you be mad at her? She moved on with her life. You didn't want her, you know? So you don't own her, you don't possess her, and that's your loss. She was feeling you first. You did nothing about it. You didn't show the same level of interest. You kept treating her like shit, or whatever we're gonna say for this analogy. And in the end, it came back to bite you because you really liked that girl, and she ended up getting knocked up by someone else that gave her what you didn't give her. It's that simple. So Joshua, he's the A side. See, they want their cake and eat it too. They want to tell everyone how much of an A side and they got to overpay guys and all this extra shit, but then they don't want to accept the A side responsibilities. A side responsibilities is you're in the driver's seat, you're the A side, you could get it done. Stop offering bullshit, flat fees and stuff. This shit could have been done, but you didn't do it, you know? So they explored other options, and those other options led to a rematch. I'm trying to pack up. You know, I don't want to be late at all. I don't want to be stuck out here. Yeah, so you can't be mad. And like I predicted, guess what? AJ could say whatever he want, blame whoever he want. Bottom line, Wilder Fury is a bigger fight. What's a bigger rematch? Wilder Fury, I'll let y'all vote, and then I'll say my opinion. What's a bigger rematch, Wilder Fury or Dillian White and AJ? Y'all tell me, what's the bigger rematch? I mean, what's the bigger match? What the fuck? Wilder Fury, exactly. So, you know, no matter, Joshua could do the blame game and all that, but at the end of the day, it don't change the fact that Wilder and Tyson Fury got the bigger fight, and people know that. So, good luck with everything. You know, it does not change that fact one bit. They got the bigger fight. They got the better fight. The more, you know, you can, like I said, blame whoever you want, but really you should blame yourself. And like I said, imagine if that was Luis Ortiz. If Dillian White did that to Luis Ortiz, he was in a war with Derek Chisora again. And then he got the knockout. What if that was Luis Ortiz, y'all? He would have, his stock would have, it would have at least made, see, rematch room don't want to put that up. I'm telling you. They didn't want that type of risk. I told you, Derek Chisora had been beaten. He'd been stopped. And it was the safer bet because at the very least, Dillian White looks like he's improved. And Derek Chisora, even in the Carlos Takam fight, he was losing in that fight. But he turned it around. Chisora, he's cool, but we knew the outcome. We knew the outcome. I told you this. Chisora would have needed a knockout to win, period. Because he won the first fight, and they didn't give it to him. So what's going to change? Please let me know. What's going to change? You know, so he really needed a knockout to win. But again, if he would have did that to whatever he did yesterday, if he did that to Luis Ortiz, his stock would be like, wow, because that's a guy you never fought. And if you just stretch Luis Ortiz like that, damn. But rematch room, they chose to put the rematch on. Yeah, Dominic Brazil, that was a good knockout, but it don't look like he's ready for Wilder. You know, he's talked about how he wants that fight. But shit, I mean, really, I'd rather see Dominic Brazil than Derek Chisora. I would have. I'm all about the fresh matchups. Unless they need to happen. Like Wilder Fury. I wouldn't mind seeing Wilder Ortiz rematch. Man, fuck that. Why is Wilder got to keep fighting Ortiz, but no one else do? I'm not with that. May even it up. Let's see someone else fight Luis Ortiz. Why Wilder got to keep doing it? Yeah, man, I'm about to get out of here. Y'all scaring me. No, I got a little bit of time. My flight leaves at 2:50 or something like that. Yeah, 2:45. It's only 11:20, but y'all making me scared like this. Look, this LaGuardia shit. Oh, I got this high tech shit because I be traveling so much. I got this like, it's like an expedited. They take your retina, right? They take your retina and like thumbprints and shit, and you just go through this lane and you put your thumb here and it looks at your eye, and then you go to the front of the TSA. They hooked me up. Nah, it's I think it's better than TSA pre-check. They take me, I go from this little scanner, this is some like Demolition Man shit. Be well, Warden William Smithers. Yeah, you too. This is some retina shit with the fingerprint. It's like face, like, you know, what's the shit called when it opens up on your iPhone? I don't know, whatever. It's like that type of shit. So it just expedites you. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna mind. I love traveling. I just hate the traveling part. If I was on some Mayweather shit, Face ID, yeah, it's like that. I would not mind one bit if I was on some Mayweather shit. Like if I could go to a private airport or airplane, fly private, and then just get places and just get off, that would be dope. I just hate baggage, waiting for your bag, you know. So anything I could do to safely cut some corners. Cause I ain't flying on no Spirit and shit. Them La Bamba shits. You don't fuck around and be a Spirit. Anyway, I'm out of here. I gotta catch this flight. And I don't want to be late. We'll continue this conversation. Peace out, y'all.